Shannon Sizzlen Stampers, and I'm once again in my Southern Colorado studio. I wanted this today to just take a moment and go through one of what has suddenly become my favorite kits that we are selling in this JJ Spring Mini Catalog. And it is the all-inclusive kit called Hello Dear Friend. Now, I've already made up and given all my stuff before I even thought about doing this as a video. And I used it for my swag card club the other week. So the alternatives on this are so awesome. I just can't wait to show you. But I want you to zoom in and look. These are the cards as they are made in the kit. And I'm going to recommend to you that you add, when you order this kit, that you order a package of our copper foil sheets and a package of our champagne rhinestones if you don't already have those on hand. And you're going to see some fun alternates that we can do. With this kit, you get things like beautiful card bases, which I'm going to wait to show you till last because my cards are all made up and that would ruin the surprise. You get fun, let me move this for a moment. You get fun floral die cuts. You get envelopes that look like this. There's 2 skinny cards, 2 little skinnies, and 2 standard card designs. So you get envelopes that look like that. You get a bunch of these beautiful leaf die cuts that have like this watercolor effect to them. And that's what I think I love, that paired with the copper. And then all of these pre-cut for you copper edged little white sentiments that are perfect for putting your greeting right on there. So I'm going to set those away. Oop, losing a leaf. And you get some things, you get some sheets of these vellum that are edged in dies. So you have one that is like a square frame, and you'll see that later on one of the cards. You get this one, which I did not use on these alternate cards. And then you get another little rectangle edged one that I'm going to show you. So you get several of those. These make it super cool. The catalog does not do this kit justice. I liked it, but I thought, let me build that into my swag card club. And when I made the alternatives for the card club, I fell in love with it. So I think you guys will love this. The card club recipients, everyone that's seen these cards have absolutely loved it. So let's go through, start step by step, and I'm going to show you how I did the cards. So this card is basically the same as shown on the kit. The only thing that we did different is I moved my bow up and my sentiment down because I really wanted you to see that copper twine. And the only way you can get that copper twine, guys, is to buy this kit. And I love it. I wish we could get this copper twine separately. Kit's the only way. And then I added the champagne rhinestones. But you can kind of see that frosted vellum, copper edged, and they have like shapes within them, geometric shapes. So they kind of have they reminisce back to stained glass, which could be something else you could do with your blends. You could color colors on the backs of those and create stained glass. I might have to get another kit just to try that, seriously. But otherwise, this card is pretty much as is, and it fits in one of those little tiny envelopes, which is perfect if I wanted to attach it to a bouquet of flowers, put a gift card or cash in for a small birthday gift, attach it to the top of a gift, or on a bag. This is a nice size to do that. So that's the first card. Pretty similar to my kit supplies. I really didn't use anything. It comes with the dimensionals, so everything that's popped up, it comes with a sheet of dimensionals for you as well. All right, so that's the first card. The second card base, you can see, was used with this, and they used that teardrop in your kit. They used the teardrop vellum. I wanted to make it more simple. I wasn't sure how I felt about the teardrop shaped vellum piece, honestly, but I wanted to make alternative options anyway. So I went with this. So the card that's designed is shown vertically, and this floral is imprinted on the card. So the yellow wash and the floral is already imprinted on the card. And all I've done is I used oh, sorry, I forgot to mention you get a block with this kit, and you get a small ink spot of Misty Moonlight. which is what I used here. Now, on the alternate cards, I also brought in garden green as an ink, and even granny apple green would work, and possibly shaded spruce. So all I've done here is using the stamp from the set, and I actually even gave that away to one of Card Club recipients. So I don't even have a picture of all the stamps, but you'll see some of the sayings as we go. This is imprinted. This is imprinted. I stamped the sentiment, you make my heart smile, and then this was added. That's one of the leaf dies added flat. Dimensional the small yellow flower, dimensional the large pink flower, and added 3 champagne rhinestones. Super easy, makes for a beautiful card. Super, super beautiful. All right. So our next card steps up even a little bit more with using some other pieces. This is why I recommend having that copper foil. Guys, it's just stunning. So this is this card base right here. You can see right here, they took the card base and overlaid it the same as I did. I used my adhesive right back here on this and a glue dot in each corner, so you really don't notice your adhesive. The adhesive in the center is behind where I knew I was going to cover up. For this card, they layered flowers. I opted to keep it. I love the idea of all the greens with the leaves and the greens and the copper together. So I trimmed this card down slightly. The leaf card, it's trimmed down slightly so that my copper is pretty close to a standard size card. So you want to trim your leaf down to where your copper is the size of like a postcard size or the quarter sheet cardstock that we use on card bases normally. So then that means you have to trim your card down a little bit on either side to get that. Then you're going to layer that vellum rectangle that comes on there so beautifully. This leaf is laid on flat, and then this is stamped. This one, I was trying to do that, you know, on billboards or big signage. A lot of times you have that shadow effect. And so I pre-stamped with granny apple green, and then I just slightly moved my stamp over because it's all clear photopolymer, and I stamped again in the garden green. If you have the Stamparatus, this is a great use for the Stamparatus because you can literally know exactly where to move over your stamp and line it, and it will stamp perfectly every time. A little glue dot and a little knot of that wonderful copper twine goes there. And the sentiment box and this leaf have dimensionals applied. But I just love how, let's lay that out there without our paper under it. I love how that looks. Just totally beautiful. And then the last card that we did that was an uptake. This is the lavender stripe is the other tiny card that you can see right here. This was the other tiny card style right there that comes in the kit. What we did was cut that card in half. So we trimmed that card in half, and we're just using the front stripe part. A layer of, again, that shiny, sparkly copper foil behind it. And the card base is one of my favorites that is retiring, Seaside Spray. And I don't know if you have it or not yet. You aren't going to be able to get it. I believe we've sold out. But another replacement is our beautiful Misty Moonlight, which is a current in color that you will be able to get, and it would look just as stunning. Another option would be to do pull back in this Highland Heather color, so more of your purples. It's up to you. Even one of the greens could be nice. So on this card, we've stamped in the box the Hello Dear Friend. Now there are some small leaves in there and the stamps as well, and I've stamped those in the garden green on the edge of that, purposefully knowing I'm going to come back in and layer. This leaf is flat other than there is a dimensional under this top one so that it doesn't get crunched and it's at the right height. So card base, the copper is flat, the striped card piece is dimensional, the saying is dimensional. The flower is dimensional. Before you glue that copper to your card base, you want to wrap it with a nice long bit of the copper twine. So you have a big, fluffy, ruffly copper bow there. And then again, that has one dimensional. The rest of this is flat. And accenting with those champagne rhinestones at the end. So I hope you love this little quick preview of how you can take this kit that you get and turn it into these beauties. And that's the only word I have for them because they are all beautiful. And let me just hold those down so you can kind of see them really well. But I really love the pairing of adding our copper foil sheets and the champagne rhinestones to this kit. So this kit is still current and it will be with us through the end of May. So I highly recommend you pick this up along with some copper foil sheets, some champagne rhinestones, and then if you don't have a cardstock for this base, pick up Misty Moonlight or Highland Heather. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.